All right, guys, we got 15 minutes on the clock. 15 minutes on the clock. Heat sheets are coming out in about 2 minutes. You can check them out online right away, but I'll have the heat sheets out here in about 2 minutes after they print out. If you're running four-wheel sportsman, I do have you in intermediate because we obviously did not have enough to run sportsman, so it's going to be a sportsman/intermediate race. I believe it was Anthony and Chuck. You guys are in the intermediate race with a couple other guys. So heat sheets are coming out, guys. Heat sheets are coming out here in about a minute after they decide to come out. Here in about a minute. We got 15 minutes on the clock. All right, guys. Once again, heat sheets are posted. Come check them out. You can check them out on Live RC or right here on the announcer stand. Come check out the heat sheets. We're going racing here in about 14 minutes. What? Just go off the heat sheets. Don't go off the screen. Toby. Toby. I just saw him. Did he go outside? So Rick's driving this and this. So Toby has to do that. Toby's got to do that. Toby's going to be doing 1, 2. putting these out. Here is for you. Actually, let me see that real quick. I'm copying them. Rick and Toby. There you go. Just lay out who's announcing what, just so you both know. Yeah, those are the same ones. So just put down what you're doing 1, 2, and 6.
5 minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race.
All right, all right. 3.5 minutes to go. Ayrton, Anthony, Randy, Rick, and Santiago, you guys can start walking up onto the driver's stand and checking them in. We're going to need all our racers from race
3 minutes to the start
number
of the
6.
race.
We're going to need all our racers from race number 6, open 4-wheel short course truck. We're going to need Ryan. We're going to need Fred. We're going to need Jeremy. We're going to need Jasper. And we're going to need Rick. And we're going to need one. That's right. We're going to need one volunteer. We're going to need one volunteer to get this first round of qualifying underway. 17.5 Sportsman 2-wheel buggy. You guys are going racing in 2.5 minutes.
Randy Smith. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, we got our drivers checking them in,
Anthony
but guess
Crotchet.
what? There's no marshals. Where are all our marshals? Where have all our marshals gone? From open 4-wheel short course truck, we're going to need Ryan, Fred, Jeremy, Jasper, and Rick. We're going to need 5 of you guys out onto the track to find a spot to marshal, and we're going to need one volunteer. That's right, guys. We're going to need one more volunteer. One volunteer, not one more. We're going to need one. We're going to need one volunteer to kick this one off. Can't get started until we get a volunteer. There's Jeremy. Awesome. We're there. Yeah, there you go.
1 minute to the start
Rick
of the
Marshall.
race.
All right, get. Oh yeah, that's right.
Ayrton
We're gonna need
DeMoss.
one volunteer, guys. We're gonna need one more volunteer. One more volunteer to kick this one off. We need one volunteer. There's a bunch of guys here that aren't
45
marshaling
seconds
and
to the start
aren't
of the
racing
race.
right now. So we're going to need one of you guys out onto the track. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you, buddy.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're waiting on a check-in from Rick Riley. So no more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Only Rick Riley can cross the line. And there he is in that all-green car with that clear body
Less
going
than
down the
5.
line. Oh, he's going to get caught up in traffic. That's right. no regard for people stopping on the track. That's all right. We're going to have him cross the line. And now, Jeff, what are you doing on the track here? All right, I need, you know what I need? I need Santiago only to cross the line. Santiago only to cross the line. All right, there you go.
Santiago Oviedo. Field agent.
All right, and Jeff. What's Jeff? No, Jeff's not even on the driver's stand. All right, we'll put him in.
Jeff, we'll put you in.
Right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so go to drivers and just put him in. So Lafever, L-A-F. Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. We'll get you in. And so he's in there. Where's he in? He's intermediate. Oh.
Does he want to be there?
He's ask him. Ask him if
Yo, Jeff, you're already set up for intermediate. Do you want to be an intermediate or do you want to be, yeah, intermediate?
Okay, yeah,
all right, take a seat, bro.
You're race 3. Tell him race 3.
All right, you're race 3. Awesome. All right, we're all good. We're all good, man. You know what? Had a little hiccup, but that isn't going to slow us down. All right, we got all our marshals ready and we got all our drivers ready. Race order on this one is going to be Ayrton, Anthony, Randy, Rick, Santiago. All right, we are ready to go. First round of Friday Night Lights. We got Ayrton only on the tone. Anthony, Randy, Rick, Santiago. All right. And just like that, Rick is moving up the ranks. Ayrton, Anthony, Randy, Rick, and Santiago. I got my money on Rick Riley, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's going to get the first fast lap. So far, it is not Rick Riley. It's Ayrton. Ayrton with a 20.6 so far. And that is going to do it. Ayrton's going to pick up that first fast lap of the race, that coveted first fast lap of the race with 45 seconds to down and over 4 minutes to go. All right, trouble in the double before the triple, and clear. All right, remember, if you are a slower driver and you got a faster driver coming up on you, give him plenty of room. We'll take that wide line, or just have the driver bash into you. Whatever one works and gets the job done. Oh, no, Rick Riley's going to have a little bit of karma come back to him as he's going to get on 2 wheels and end back up in that number 3 spot. So far, we got Ayrton in the lead. 15.509, followed by Santiago. 14.502. Rick Riley crossing the line up to the number 2. 14.506. Santiago dropping down to the 3, followed by Anthony and Randy. 2 minutes down and 3 minutes to go. Up next is race number 2. 17.5 Expert 2-wheel buggy. Check out this lineup. We got Chris Raymond, Levi, Chase, Connor, Austin, Jeff, Chris, and Mers. Dang, these guys are all fast. That's going to be fun to watch. But right now, we got serious business going down with round number 1 of qualifying. 17.5 Sportsman 2-wheel buggy. Ayrton in that number 1 spot. Fast lap of the race, 19.6. 15.511 for him. Rick Riley and Santiago battling for that number 2. Rick Riley's going to take it over with a 14.507. Oh, no, trouble at the end of the straight. Santiago in that number 3, followed by Randy and Anthony. All right, we are going to pick up with Ayrton as Ayrton crosses the line. Ayrton in that yellow and green and
left.
white car. I'm just going to double check that as Rick Riley lets him go. Oh. Yep. Rick Riley's going to let him go by. Rick Riley's dropping down to that number 4 spot. Ayrton in the lead. Ayrton through the double. approaching the triple. He's going to double single through that triple, through the short straight, through the infield, double. Around the corner, one last U-turn, and through that rhythm section. As he is dodging traffic, Ayrton down the line, 15.510 for Ayrton. He's gonna get a 19.4 on that last lap. 19.4, fast lap of the race, as a matter of fact. Anthony all the way up to the number 2 from 5. Anthony in that number 2 spot, 14.509. Ayrton, though, the only one on a 15-lap pace with just about 4 minutes down and 1 minute to go. Ayrton, Anthony, Santiago, Rick, and Randy.
1 minute left.
Careful of the double-double. Oh, man, our fifth place driver, Rick, he is going to get it wrong. Ayrton down the line, 15.506, keeping that steady pace. 15.506, he had it 3 laps ago. He's still got it. He's going to increase that lap time. Fast lap of the race, 19.2. Anthony still maintaining that number 2 position, 14.509, followed by Santiago in the 3, Randy in the 4, and Rick Riley in that 5. 10 seconds to go, drivers, 10 seconds to go. Ayrton, 19.1, cross the line. He is found some pace in that 2-wheel 17.5 car. That is its own drivers. You're going to race him till you hear your name. Race him till you hear your name done.
Anthony and Crotchy done.
Ayrton done. Anthony done. Waiting on 3. Waiting on 3.
Randy Smith done.
Randy Smith done.
Field agent done.
Rick Riley done. Waiting on one more. Waiting on one more. Track is live. Track is live. And that is a race with Santiago. Holding down that number 4 spot. Ayrton's going to take this one, though. 15.505 is going to be the time to beat. Going into the second round of qualifying. Race order going into the second round of qualifying is going to be Ayrton, Anthony, Randy, Santiago, and Rick. Great race drivers. Pull them off. Come right back onto the track and find a spot to marshal.
Up next.
Up next is race number 2, 17.5 Expert 2-wheel buggy. That's right. This is one of the main events that we got tonight. Our fastest of the fast driving in this one, 17.5 Expert 2-wheel buggy. If you guys need some pointers, now's the time to walk up onto the track and check this race out. This is going to be a doozy. All right, track is not open. Track's not open yet, guys. Track's not open. We still got a marshal blowing off the track. And just like that, we're going to set them loose. All right, these guys are checking them in, checking them in, checking them in. Somebody's got Travis Aspen's transponder. That's pretty awesome.
Big Raymond.
I need to get in touch with that guy. He's got his SCTE over here right on the in the hobby shop. What the heck does he want to do with that thing? That's a shelf queen. That's what that is. Trophy shelf queen.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're going to need all our racers from that last race. And we're going to need one volunteer, guys. We're going to need one volunteer for this one yet again.
30 seconds.
One more volunteer, guys. Who's going to do it? One more volunteer. We're going to need a volunteer, guys. Anyone can do it. Anyone, that's you. I'm looking right at you. Anyone can do it. Anyone can volunteer for this one.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Anyone, young or old, boy or girl, doesn't matter. We need you up here on to the track. Find a spot to marshal. We need one more marshal, guys. We need one more marshal. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. All right, we are going to need one more marshal for this one, guys. Who's going to do it? One more marshal, guys. Can't get this race going until we get one more marshal. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. All right, we're going to need one marshal. Race order on this one is going to be, whoa, hold up. We're going to need
Four-wheel only.
one marshal, guys. One marshal. Chris Raymond, can you cross the line, please? All right, let's get Connor to cross the line. Nice. Okay, and then let's get
Connor Esbeck.
Chase to cross the line. Nice.
Raman.
Perfect. All right, we got all our marshals ready, and we got all our drivers ready. Race order on this one is going to be Chris Raymond, followed by Levi, Chase, Connor, Austin, Jeff, Chris Rosales, and Mary Webb. Once again, that's Chris Raymond starting us off, followed by Levi, Chase, Connor, Austin, Jeff, Chris Rosales, and Mers. Awesome. We got all our marshals ready, and we got all our drivers ready. We got Chris Raymond only on the tone. Levi, Chase, Connor, Austin, Jeff, Chris Rosales, and Mers. All right, we did it. Off and away these guys are. First fast lap of the race going to Chris Raymond, 18.1, followed by Levi's going to back that up with an 18.1. Austin, 18.8. Jeff Benny, 18.8. Connor Esbeck, 19. Chris Rosales, 19. Mers, 19. And Chris Raymond. Here we go. We are all checked in and racing. These guys already cycled through their first lap. Race leader is going to be Levi Raymond in that number 1 spot. 17.8. He's going to back up his 18.1 with. Chase Raymond's going to back up his 18.1 with an 18.7. Connor Esbeck in that number 3, followed by Chris Rosales, Mers, Chris Raymond, Jeff Benny, and Austin Riley. 1 minute down and 4 minutes to go. Levi in that number 1, 17.502. Backing up his 17.7 with a 17.6. Levi Raymond in that number 1 spot. Chase looks like he's driving a stadium truck. Careful. Clear. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Levi Raymond in that number 1, 17.503. Followed by Connor in that number 2, 17.514. Chris Rosales up to that 3rd spot, 17.517. Only 3 drivers on a 17-lap pace. Jeff Benny in that number 4, followed by Chase, Mers, Austin, and Chris Raymond. Careful the end of the straight. Go inside. And clear. Careful the end of the double. Or careful the double. And clear. Thank you, Jasper. Thank you, all our marshals out here kicking butt with 2.5 down and 2.5 to go. Connor Esbeck was in that number 4, but he's going to get not number 1, he's going to get a pretty fast, slow lap. Drop down to the number 4. Levi Raymond going to take over that number 1 spot, 17.514. Only driver now on a 17-lap pace. Chase Raymond in that stadium truck
left.
up to that number 2 spot, followed by Connor, Chris, Jeff, Austin, Mers, and Chris Raymond. You heard the man. 3 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. All right, plenty of traffic in the infield. We got Austin, Mers. Austin's going to let Mers go. Austin's going to let Levi go. Mers got Austin right behind him. Or Chris Rosales, actually. Oops, sorry, my mistake. 3.5 down, 1.5 to go, drivers. Levi's just hanging out behind Chris, waiting for him to mess up. But guess what? Chris ain't messing up. He's keeping it clean. Levi Raymond in that number 1 spot. Just about 4 minutes down and 1 minute to go. Levi Raymond in that number 1, 17.513, followed by Chris, 16.506. Connor in that number 3, 16.506 as well, followed by Jeff, Mers, Austin, Chris Raymond, and Chris Rosales.
Right click, add 1.
Gotcha.
Right click the red, adjustment +1. There we go. Bring it back up.
All right, and just like that, Chris Raymond, or Chris Rosales, looks like his transponder missed a lap, but I gave it back to him. He's now back into that number 2 spot. Levi Raymond with 30 seconds to go. 17.513. He is our race leader. Chris Raymond now stepping up.
Yeah, we already fixed that one. Now, Chris Raymond, you got to fix. So right click, do the same thing. There you go. Perfect.
But it didn't do anything.
It added it, but he's battling. They're all right here. It added 1.
And that is his own drivers. You're going to race him until you hear your name done. Race him until you hear your name done.
4-wheel only done.
Levi, you are done. Everyone else is racing. Marshals, watch your corners.
Connor Espec done.
Drivers, keep on rolling.
Ramen
Keep on
done.
rolling. Yep. Connor, you are done. Chase Raymond, you are done. Waiting on 5 drivers. Waiting on 5 drivers.
Jeff Benny done. Chris Rosselus done.
Jeff, you're done.
Mers done.
Chris, you're done. Mers, you're done. Waiting on Austin. One more. And down the line. Wait, what happened to Chris? And he is done as well. All right. Great race drivers. Pull them off and come right back onto the track and find a spot to marshal. Up next is race number 3. 17.5 expert 2-wheel buggy going to Levi Raymond. 16.5 flat. He was on a 17-lap pace pretty much most of the race. That ain't the case
Up
anymore.
next, race
But
number
he
3.
is leading us off into the second round of qualifying. Once again, we're going to need all you guys back out onto the track to marshal. Up next, 17.5 intermediate 2-wheel buggy. Matthew, Jasper, Ryan, Jeff, and Oscar. You guys can come up onto the driver's stand and wait to check him in.
Jeffrey Lefevre. Ryan Palmer. Jasper Seidel. One minute to the start of the race. Oscar Ramirez. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Matthew Krolik. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Toby left me some food up here. We'll let Toby get up there. I need my drivers from that last race. Looks like we're good on
15
marshals.
seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
We're good. No, I do over there, Mers. I thought.
DPI drummer.
All right, your running order: Matthew, Jasper, Ryan, Jeff, Toby, and Oscar. Turn marshals, look alive. We have Matthew, Jasper, Bomber, Jeff, Toby, and Oscar. All right, this is race number 3. Yeah, intermediate 2-wheel buggy, race 4. Expert 4-wheel buggy coming up next. Start getting them ready. You are up in 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Oh. Check a few things while you guys are getting some laps in there. See, Jasper with a 19.3 first lap, follows that up with an 18.8. And now he's upside down. Good job. That's not an 18.8. Don't forget, or if you haven't heard, Halloween weekend, 1-up race here at SDRC. You can sign up on RC signups. Get signed up for that. Caution on that inside section. So right now we have Matthew Krolik out in front of Jasper by 0.9 of a second. Oscar's in that 3, followed by Toby, Palmer, and Jeff. Come on, Palmer. Jasper coming by right about now, taking over that top spot by 0.7 of a second. Jasper still has that hot lap of 18.8 back on lap number 2. Matthew's got a 19.4, Oscar a 19.5, Toby a 19.6, Palmer a 19.6, Jeff with a 20.9. 2:15 to go. Jasper on a 16.513 pace with a 0.9 of a second lead over Matt. He's on a 16.515. Oscar 16.518. Toby 15.10. Palmer 15.11 and Jeff a 14.20.
2 minutes left.
You heard him. You got 2 minutes left to go. That's a nice wheel stand by Jasper right there. Jasper's lead now 2.1 over Matthew. .120 left to go. Wow, little rough lap out of Matthew. That gives Jasper a 5.5 second lead now.
One minute left.
You heard him, 1 minute to go. Still Jasper, Matthew, and Oscar. Toby, Ryan, and Jeffrey. Order has not changed in quite a few laps. Now Jasper, the only one on a 16-lap pace. You got 10 seconds. That's going to be time on the master clock. Drivers, keep going till you hear your name done.
Matthew Krolik done.
Everybody will be done when they cross
Jeffrey
the line.
Lefevre done. Oscar Ramirez done. Jasper Seidel done. Ryan Palmer done.
Waiting on Toby, and that is a race.
DPI
Jasper
drummer
Seidel, 16-5-15 is going to take your first round. Followed by Matthew Krolik and Oscar Ramirez. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. Nice job, drivers. Let's shut them down, put them down, get back out there to turn marshal. Race number 4, expert four-wheel.
Up next, race number 4.
And Austin. All right, track's live. Check them in. Clock's running, guys. Jasper's going back to back, and he's already up there.
Carl Labrador. Jeff Benny.
I switched the running order, just FYI on this one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I switched Jeff Benny up. So yeah, read it off of this, not off of that. I put Connor last. So. Not Connor.
Jasper.
Jasper.
1 minute to the start of the race. MERS. Jasper Seidel.
Fight.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Jimmy Wright. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
No more lap. Track is closed.
Connor Esbeck. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Your running order is going to be Carl, Mers, Jimmy, Jeff, Connor, and Jasper. Looks like all my marshal spots are covered. Let's look alive. Remember, watch the corners, not the race. And we have Carl on the tone. Well, who? You're like dead last, Jasper. Carl. Mers. Jimmy. Jeff. Connor. And now you can go, Jasper. Oh, caution the sweeper clear. Oh, get it again there, Dad. Carl with a 17.5 first lap, hot lap to start us off. Connor Esbeck has a tank behind him. Connor, you just got passed by a Techno. It weighs like 3 times the size of your car. Connor, you just passed a Techno. So all that, Jimmy Wright going to be your leader. 17.5-10. Jeff Benny and Carl both on 17.5-14s. Mers 16.5-12. Jasper 15.04. Connor 15.04. me crashing like that.
I hope he does well.
Me too.
Carl screwing up there again, you bonehead. That's weird. Carl never crashes right there.
Can't say that no more.
Yeah, 2 out of 5 laps. 8 laps. And again, that damn techno rolling everywhere.
Two minutes left.
You heard him. 2 minutes left to go. Sorry, I'm eating. You guys just drive around. Merge has a hot lap. 17.586. Well, because you got to be on your tires to go that fast.
What's that?
You got to be on your tires to go that fast.
Oh, is he on or is he on pins?
I don't know he's on, but he's upside down a lot.
Yeah.
There again.
I wonder if he's on the pins.
He might be running outdoor tires. But you don't think he would be traction roll on outdoor tires.
Yeah, you would think.
1:10 left to go. It's Jimmy, Jeff, and Mers, your top three now.
1 minute left.
Carl, Jasper, and Connor.
Looks like he's got a mod in his car too.
He probably does.
Clearing that fucking triple like the son of a bitch.
He probably does because he's getting ready for Worlds.
Yeah, that thing's moving on the straight. Looks like he's got too much grip.
Yeah, he's
Tires
traction
look
rolling.
like they're ballooning too. Look how fucking wobbly those tires look. Not wobbly, but soft. There it is.
10 seconds to go. 17.335 by Connor that time by. Hot lap of the race. That'll be time on the master clock driver. Keep going till you hear your name done.
Mers done. Jimmy Wright done. Carl Labrador done. Jeff Benny done.
Wait on two.
Connor Esbeck done.
And that's a race.
Jasper Seidel done.
Jimmy Wright, 17.506, takes your first round. Jeff, Benny, and Mers, your top three. Nice job, drivers. Let's shut them down, put them down. Get back out there to turn marshal. Race number 5. Intermediate four-wheel. Coming up next.
Up next, race number 5.
Track's closed.
Chuck Gordon.
All right, let's go ahead and start checking them in. Track is live. Need my marshals from that last race back out here. You want to get off the end of the straightaway. It's not a good place to stand. Clock is ticking, guys. Track is live.
Max DeMoss. Pipe jumper. 1 minute to the start of the race. Anthony Incroci. DPI drummer. Brad Ambrose. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Matthew Krolik.
All right, no more laps. Track is closed. Just need to check in out of Oscar.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Track is closed,
Oscar
Jeremy.
Ramirez.
You just got docked 6 laps, Jeremy. 5 for next Wednesday
Less
and
than
11
5.
for next Friday. Keep laughing. I'll keep adding more laps. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, Jeremy. You're not funny. I will later. Running order: Chuck, Jeremy, Brad, Anthony, Matt, Toby, Max, Oscar. Hey, Jasper. You guys can associate later. We got Chuck, Jeremy, Brad, Anthony, Matthew, Toby, Max, and Oscar. All right, race number 5 underway. That is your intermediate 4-wheel buggy. Open truck coming up next.
All right, your first lap going to look like it was Toby George with an 18.8. I take that back. First lap going to Max with an 18.9. I was reading them backwards. All right, we're 2 down, 3 to go. We got Max out front of Oscar. They're separated by 1/10 of a second. Both of them on a 16.505 pace. Matthew Krolik in the 3, about 2 seconds behind. Jeremy 7 seconds behind, along with Toby George. Chuck Gordon 13 seconds behind them. Brad and Anthony. Fast lap of the race, 18.2 from Max. 18.5 from Oscar, 18.6 from Matthew. Jeremy with a 19.3, Toby with an 18.8, Chuck Gordon with a 19.1, Brad with a 19.2, and Anthony with a 21.4. So those are your fast laps with 2:45 down, 2:15 to go. Oscar back out front on a 16.503. Max in the number 2 spot on a 507. Matthew on a 16.511. Jeremy on a 15.504. Found his fast lap of a 19.1. Toby George on a 15.513. Fast lap 18.6. Chuck Gordon fast lap 19.1 in that number 6 spot. Brad in the 7 and Anthony in the 8. We got 1:40 to go. All right, working on 4 down, 1 minute to go. Oscar out front on the comfortable lead, 16.503. Matthew in the number 2 on a 507. Max on a 509. There's the battle. Max and Matthew. Toby George in the 4. Jeremy down to the 5. Chuck, Brad, and Anthony. Fast lap Max 18.2. Oscar 18.2. Matthew 18.3. Toby George 18.6. Jeremy 19.1. Chuck 19.1. Brad 19.2. Those are your fast laps with 35 seconds to go. Jeremy trying to find his way through, or excuse me, Toby trying to find his way through Jeremy. Toby in that number 4. Watch the whoops, and clear. That's your tone. Keep going till you hear your name.
Chuck Gordon done.
Watch the whoops.
Brad Ambrose done.
Chuck, you're
Anthony
done.
Incroci done. DPI Drummer done. Matthew Krolik done.
Matt gonna take the
High Jumper
win.
done.
Waiting on Oscar and Max. Waiting on Oscar and Max, 2 to finish.
Oscar Ramirez done.
And that
Max DeMoss
is your
done.
race. Good job, guys. Matthew, Oscar, Max, Toby, Jeremy. All right, guys, first 4 in the 18s. The last 4 not in the 18s. Go ahead, put your cars down, come straight back out to Marshall. Up next, race number 6. And Toby George.
Up next, race number 6.
I'll have the shop back open here momentarily. All right, guys, go ahead, put your cars down, come straight back out to Marshall. If you do not marshal this race, I will need you as a volunteer on race 1 or 2. All right, guys, blowers down, racers, check them in. Track is live, guys. Track is live. You're on the straight. Get off of it. Track is live, guys. Check them in.
You're going to get it. Jasper Seidel. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. The moment we have all been waiting for.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Open four-wheel drive short course truck.
jumper.
This is the one, guys. This is the main event.
Less than 5.
Fucking Scott wants me to mute all that. Oops, sorry. Okay, so Aiden Spencer is Ryan.
Ryan Palmer.
And Rick is me. All right, no
Field
more laps,
agent.
no more laps, no more laps. We're going to need one more marshal for this one. One more marshal, guys. One more marshal to get rid of first round of qualifying. All right, we're going to need one more marshal, guys. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? At the end of the straight, we need somebody out here to marshal at the end of the straight. Who's going to do it? Merits up. Thank you, sir. All right, we got our man. All right. Race order on this one is going to be Ryan, followed by Fred is in the house. Jeremy in the 3, Jasper, Rick, and that's it. 5 people. What? Okay, we got a problem. Brad, we got a problem. You guys don't got a problem with my car, I bet. My car is about 3 corners away from being totaled. Just FYI, Rick. All right, once again, race order on this one's going to be Ryan, Fred, Jeremy, Jasper, and Rick. We got all our marshals ready. We got all our drivers ready. You guys want to do heads-up racing? All right, line them up, line them up, line them up, line them up, line them up. No, sorry, man. I'll take an extra 30 seconds to get this set up. All right. And then Jasper, anywhere you want, buddy. All right. Race order on this one is going to be everyone going at the same time on the sound of the tone. All right, Rick is going to be driving my car, going to get the, oh no, he's going to turn it. But you know what? At least it didn't crash on the straight. All right, look at Rick flying off the track, man. I got to keep my eye on that green and white car. Oh no, Jasper just ruined his race. Look the look on his face. All right, no worries though. We got no surprise. We got Fred in that number 1. We got Ryan Palmer in that number 2. Jasper is actually going to jump up to that number 2 spot. We are heads up racing right now. Rick Riley, come on, man. You guys, if I was you, I would jump a pipe, get back into this race. But we got Fred in that number 1. Down the line he goes. We got Jasper and Aiden battling for that number 2 spot. Jasper and Ryan down the line they go. Fred is like, I am checking out. See you later. PC solve later. All right. All right, we are going to let Rick get into his short course form. One more lap, and I think he's going to get it. I think he already got it that last lap. Rick Riley in that number 5 spot. Let's see where he ends up right now. Rick Riley going to bounce from the 5 down to the 5. Oh, no, there you go. That'll help the cause. All right, I think he got one over Fred right there. Let's see what happens. We got so far Fred, Jasper, Ryan, Jeremy, and Rick with 1.5 down and 3.5 to go. As we cross the line, we got Rick jumping up to that number 4 spot. Yeah, oh, Rick, don't do that, man. Take it slower, bro. We got to have this car last at least for the second qualifier. All right, with just about 2 minutes down and 3 minutes to go, Fred Fuerte in that number 1 spot. Don't stop on the straight. Don't stop on the straight. White car, whoever that is, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Austin's going to take over that green and white car with that green lit thing, antenna. Man, Austin's driving it like a 4-wheel. Oh, yeah, man. Don't get it into the pit of despair. Austin Riley through the double-double. Double checking up in the air. He's going to triple, double, single through the rhythm pack. Down the line he goes. Austin George Riley in that number 5 spot. He's got plenty of time with 2.5 down and 2.5 to go to make up that time. Fred Fuerte, meanwhile, in that number 1 spot, 16.505. Jasper somehow in that number 2, battling with Ryan Palmer in that number 3. Jasper and Ryan battling, just 0.4 of a second between the two of them. Let's see what happens. Oh, man, I think it's going to be a swip swap. Swip swap it is. Ryan Palmer to the 2. Jasper down to the 3. Jeremy to the 4. Rick Riley. Jeremy Smith's been silent this whole race. Jeremy with that white car, and he is got his white car in his hand. That's pretty bizarre. All right, typically that belongs on the track. Somebody's diving down in the pit of despair. Oh, no, it's Fred. What is going on? Everything has changed now with Fred in the pit of despair, doing somersaults and cartwheels through the double-double, and down the line he goes. I don't think he's going to make it even down the line. He's waiting. He's checking up. He's going to let Ryan Palmer get into the front. Ryan Palmer and Fred now battling out for that number 1 spot with 3.5 down and 1.5 to go in this first round of qualifying. Gravity RC Open full wheel short course truck. As I said before, Scott, the main event. Rick Riley was driving my car. Now he's sitting right next to me eating pepperoni pizza. I don't know what the heck's going on. Ryan Palmer now in the lead, driving Aiden Spencer's car. That's even more bizarre with 4 minutes down and 1 minute to go. Fred Fuerte in that number 2. He is crashing and a bashing and a flipping and a flopping. Ryan Palmer, Fred, Jasper, your top 3 with Austin George Riley in that number 4 spot. Jeremy Smith gone, out of the picture, not even on the track anymore. He's rewiring and soldering. on the side of the track. We'll see him in the second round of qualifying, hopefully, with 38 seconds to go in this one. 38 seconds to go. Now it's 34, 33, 32, 31. Ryan Palmer crossing the line one more time in that number 1 spot. 15.507. Not too bad with all the chaos that's been going around on this track so far in these past 4 minutes. Austin's going to tumble-wumble again in that all green and white like lightning short course truck. Down the line he goes. Rick, Austin, George in that number 4 spot. With 3, 2, 1. That's right, guys. That is the tone. You guys are going to race until you hear your name done. Race until you hear your name done.
Ryan Palmer done. You're going to get
Aiden
it
Palmer,
done.
you are done. Fred Fuerte, you are done.
Field agent done.
Austin, you're done. Waiting on one, waiting on one, waiting on one, waiting on one. Jasper
Jasper Seidel done.
is going to wrap up and lock up that number 3 spot. Jasper Zdell in that number 3, 15.517. Meanwhile, up top, Ryan Palmer. Big surprise out of the hat. No one expected this one. 15.506 going into the second round of qualifying. That is going to be the time to be put down by Ryan Palmer. Fred Fuerte is going to take over that number 2. Jasper, as I said, in the 3. Rick in the 4. And Jeremy, we'll see you in that second round of qualifying. Hopefully you get your SHIT sorted out. All right, that is the last round, or the last race of first round of qualifying. We are going to take a quick 10-minute break to get all my cars charged up. I don't think I'm going to make it, but we're going to do our best. And that is the way it's going to go. All right, up next, round number 2, Friday Night Lights.
The kid was driving your truck?
Yes.
He's doing the fucking triple and single like
Was he doing that?
butter, dude.
He's, like, really good?
Butter.
That kid's sponsored by Schumacher, bro. That's why he's doing that. He ain't fucking
I
around, dude.
never even saw that jump.
That
but
kid's
he
so
was
fast, dude.
fucking
You know what he was
greasing
doing? He was triple, double, single in the
Yeah.
rhythm pack.
Uh-huh. Saw that
He was
too.
doing it too.
Dude,
He wasn't just like sending it. He
in
was
my
doing
truck,
it.
Yeah, I've done the triple once, dude. What was his fucking laps?
I don't know. Oh wait, what was it? I'll tell you. Let's see. Rick Riley, he got an 18 flat, fast lap of the race.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeremy came up last.
He broke. You like that, don't you? All right, we are setting up our second round of
Up next,
qualifying.
race number 1.
All right, it looks like we are going to be running the same exact order. 17.5 Sportsman 2-Wheel Buggy's going to start us out. Ayrton, Anthony, Randy, Santiago, and Rick Riley. That's right, guys. 5 of you guys. What does that mean? Doesn't really mean too much. Besides the fact that we're going to need one extra marshal for this one. That's right, guys. We're going to need one marshal to kick this one off because we only got 5 drivers in that open 4-wheel short course truck. We are going to need all our marshals out from race number 6, or all our racers out from race number 6. We're going to need Ryan, Fred, Jasper, Rick, and Jeremy starting us off in how many minutes do you want us to?
Do 12 minutes. At 10. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we got 12 minutes on the clock, guys. 12 minutes on the clock once again. Ayrton, Anthony, Randy, Santiago, and Rick, you guys are up first. Same race order. All right, all right. 6 minutes to go till we start off the second round of qualifying. We're jumping right back into it. 17.5 Sportsman two-wheel buggy is up first. Ayrton, Anthony, Randy, Santiago, and Rick. As it was in the first round of qualifying, that is the order going into the second round. We are going to need all our marshals from that race number 6, open four-wheel short course truck. We're going to need Ryan, Fred, Jeremy, Jasper, and Rick out to marshal. We're also going to need one more marshal. Remember, guys, that's right, Rick is racing. We're going to need 2 volunteers. We're going to need Ryan, Fred, Jeremy, and Jasper out onto the track to marshal in 5 minutes. And we're also going to need 2 volunteers. 2 volunteers to kick this one off, guys. 2 volunteers kicked off this second round of qualifying. That is all.
Five minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race.
All right, guys, race 1 coming up. You got about 3 minutes. Go ahead and start checking them in if you want here in about a minute, guys. I do need my truck class and 2 volunteers.
Randy Smith.
If we can do what we did on round 1, that would be great, guys. So I do need my truck class and my 2 volunteers, please. Going racing here in 2.5 minutes.
Three minutes to the start of the race. Santiago Oviedo. Anthony Incroci.
All right, that first round of qualifying
minutes to
was
the start of the race.
insane. That's right. Just like Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane, and our races are insane as well. All right, we are waiting for a check-in from Ayrton. I do see Rick on the track. He's going to be checking in that car any second now. Ayrton, are you going to make this one? There he is. I heard his name. I heard it say something.
Field agent.
Jeremy, what happened to your short course truck? What happened to your short course truck? Got it fixed?
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. All right, that sounds like good news to me. All right, we got Ayrton walking up onto the driver's stand, and he is driving his car. There he is. He is the top qualifier.
45
top
seconds to the
qualifier
start
going
of the
into
race.
the second round of qualifying. 15.505 is going to be the time to beat. Put down by Ayrton himself. All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. We're going to let Ayrton cross the line, check himself in.
30 seconds
just
to the
like
start
that.
of the race. Ayrton
Deal
cross.
is done. Race order on this one is going to be Ayrton, followed by Anthony, Randy, Santiago, and Rick. All right. Guys, we need two volunteers. Oh,
15
my
seconds
gosh.
to the start of
Two
the race.
volunteers, guys. Two volunteers, two volunteers, two volunteers. We're going to need two volunteers. I'm staring at one right now. Nope, not going to happen. Two
Less than
volunteers,
5.
two volunteers. We're going to need two volunteers for this one, guys. Two volunteers. Everyone's walking away from the track as I say it. All right, there's one right there. We need one more. Thank you, Chris Raymond. We're going to need one more volunteer, one more volunteer. Tom is the man. All right, taking care of biz. Thank you so much, guys. All right, and there goes Chris Raymond. He's like, forget it. All right, we still need one more, it looks like. All right, perfect. Race order on this one, again, is going to be Ayrton, followed by Anthony, Randy, Santiago, and Rick. We are going to give Chris a couple seconds here to sauce up his tires. Have him take his time. No rush, no rush, no rush. Meanwhile, let me just tell you how awesome of a week I'm having. You know, work went well. We got Chris coming up. Chris Raymond is saucing up his tires. He'll be right there. All right, we got all our marshals ready, and we got all our drivers ready. We got Ayrton only on the tone. Anthony. Randy. Santiago. And Rick. All right, we're just about 1.5 laps down. We got Ayrton in that number one spot, 19.7 he put down on his second lap. Not too shabby. Race, or actually time to beat is going to be 15.505. Right now we got Ayrton on a TQ time. We got Rick Riley on a TQ pace. Oh, Ayrton's going to get it wrong after the straight. Let's keep an eye on him through the double single. He's going to go through that infield short straight, through the double, nice and clean, through that last U-turn of the track, through the rhythm section, one more corner, kind of shuffly and kind of bobbly through that. Ayrton's going to drop down to that number 2. Rick Riley's going to take over that lead, 15.505.6. Good enough for an overall TQ. That's right, Rick Riley's on a TQ pace right now. Only one on a TQ pace, only driver on a TQ pace. Rick Riley down the line, 15.508 off that TQ pace, just like that. Ayrton in the number 2, now dropping Rick down to that number 2. Ayrton's going to take over that number 1 with 2 minutes down and 3 minutes to go. Ayrton in that number 1 spot, 15.507, not on a TQ pace. Rick Riley, 15.508. Randy in the 3, Anthony and Santiago. No one on a TQ pace in this one. Up next is race number 2. Race number 2, 75 Expert 2-wheel buggy. Chris Raymond, he's got his car ready. Levi, Chase, Connor, Austin, Jeff, Chris, Rosales, and Murs. You guys are up next with 2.5 down and 2.5 to go. Ayrton and Rick battling out for that number 1 spot. Both of them down the line. Rick is not budging an inch. He's saying, no way, man. I am just as fast, if not faster. Ayrton's going to get it all wrong. Oh, Jeremy's going to get it all wrong. Marshall, and it's going to slow the process down even longer. Worst case scenario for Ayrton down the rhythm section and cross the line. Ayrton going to drop nowhere. He's going to stay in that number 1 spot. 15.5.16. Rick Riley on a 15.5.17. Just 0.6 of a second between the two of them.
2 minutes
Rick
left.
Riley's got to gain a little bit of time on Ayrton to take over that number 1 TQ pace. Rick Riley, 15.5.15. Man, everyone's way off TQ pace. Ayrton and Rick battling out for that number 1 in this race, followed by Randy in the 3, Santiago in the 4, and Anthony in the 5. 3.5 down and 1.5 to go.
One minute left.
All right, it looks like 1 minute down, or 1 minute left, 4 minutes down, 1 minute to go. Grip is coming up in certain spots of the track. These guys are figuring it out right now. Oh, man. Careful, 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 drivers. If you got a faster driver in front of you, you're going to let him go by. Faster drivers, if you got a slower driver, you're going to give him a couple seconds to let him get out of your way with 4.5 down and 30 seconds to go. Ayrton in that number 1, 15.5.13. Not good enough for an overall TQ pace. Put down by himself, 15.5.05 in the first round. Rick Riley in that number 2. Overall TQ as well, Rick Riley is. Randy in the 3, followed by Santiago and Anthony. 15 seconds to go, drivers. Five seconds to go. And that is the tone. Drivers, you're going to race them until you hear your name done. Race them till you hear your name done.
Anthony and Crotchy done.
Anthony, you're done. Track is live. Keep them rolling. Keep them rolling.
Randy Smith done.
Marshals,
Ayrton
watch your
DeMoss done.
corners. Randy, you're done. Ayrton, you're done. Waiting on 2, waiting on 2, waiting on 2. Waiting on Rick and Santiago. Keep them rolling, keep them rolling. Track is live, track is
Santiago
live.
Oviedo
Waiting
done.
on one more. One more. We're going to roll it at the U-turn through the rhythm section. Down the line he goes. Rick Riley in that
Field
number.
Angel done.
2 spot. He had the number 1 until he rolled it. All good, though. Ayrton's going to take this one, followed by Rick, Randy, Santiago, and Anthony. Going into the mains, though, it's going to be Ayrton, Rick, Randy, Anthony, and Santiago. Great race, drivers. Great race. Pull them off and come back onto the track and find a spot to marshal. Up next is race number 2, 17.5, Expert 2-wheel buggy. We are going to need 1 volunteer for this one, guys. We're going to need 1 volunteer. 1 volunteer, Marshall. That's right. Ayrton, good race, buddy. Good race.
Mers.
All right, check him in, check him in.
Jeff Benny. The mascot. Connor Esbeck. Chris Rossellas.
All right, we got Tom out here marshaling, so it looks like we're going to have all our marshals. All our marshal spots accounted
Four-wheel
for.
only.
Ayrton, Anthony, Randy,
Raymond.
Rick, and Santiago. There he is in the
1 minute
flesh.
to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps. No more laps.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, waiting for a check-in from Chase.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Chase, cross the line.
Raman,
All right, race order on this one is going to be
Less
Levi,
than
followed
five.
by Chase, Chris Rosales, Jeff Mers, Austin Connor, and Chris Raymond. All right, we got all our marshals ready, and we got all our drivers ready. We got Levi only on the tone. Chase, Chris Rosales, Jeff, Mers, Austin, Connor, and Chris Raymond. Thank you so much. Careful at the end of triple, careful at the end of triple, and clear. Thank you, Santiago. All right, careful on the double-double. Oh, no, Mers got it all sorts wrong. Oh, no. Austin. What was he thinking? We'll never know. We'll never know what Austin was thinking. He was thinking, I got to go as fast as I can through the end of the straight here. Now he's thinking, I just got to not crash and follow Levi as long as I can. With 1 minute down and 4 minutes to go, Levi in that number one spot. Levi put down a 16.5 flat. He is demolishing that race pace. 17.509 is the time to beat right now. Jeff Benny in that number two. Careful in the before the triple and clear. Jeff Penny in that number two, 17.513, followed by Connor Espak, 17.514. That is your top three drivers. Follow them is Chris, Jeff, Chase, Mers, and Austin. 1.5 to go, or 1.5 down and 3.5 to go. Austin's going to single it through the double. Down the line he goes. Austin and Mers battling for that number 7 spot. Austin's not trying to give that one up. Through the triple, they're both going to send it. Austin's going to double single. Mers is going to triple it through the double. Very equal paces. Oh, no. Cartwheel action for Austin through the rhythm section. Down the line they go. Austin's going to maintain that number 7 spot. Mers in the number 8. Meanwhile, up top, we got Levi Raymond, 17.508. He is on a TQ pace. Connor Espak, 17.515. He is on a TQ pace. Chris Mayman, 17.516. He is on a TQ pace. Chris Rosales, 17.518. He is on a TQ pace. And Jeff Benny, 16.504, followed by Chase Mers and Austin. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Up next is race number 3, 17.5, intermediate two-wheel buggy. Matthew, Jasper, Jeffrey, and Oscar. You guys are up next.
Two minutes left.
Just under 2 minutes ago, Levi Raymond taking care of business. 17.6 fast lap of the race. Oh, careful at the end of the straight and clear. Oh, no, more action. Clear. That was our race leader. Last lap, Levi across the line, 18.1. He's got a fast lap of 17.6, but he did have a troublesome beginning of this last lap. Down the line he goes. Let's see what the trouble caused him. He's going to drop down to that number 2 spot. Who's in front? Connor Espak with 4 minutes down and 1 minute to go. Connor in that number 1 spot. 17.513. He put down an 18.2 on the last lap.
1 minute left.
He's backing up his lap before that with an 18.1. Dang, that is fast and consistent. Connor Espak in that number 1, followed by Levi, Chris Raymond, and Chase Raymond. That's your top 5 drivers. 45 seconds to go, drivers. 45 seconds to go. Gaggle of cars going through the double, through the triple as well. Mers is going to do the right thing and just check up so no one crashes into him. I probably would have done the same exact thing. Not aggressive, but safe. with Chris down the line. Chase right behind him. Austin, oh, he's going for that inside pipe section. He's going to get hammered by the double pipe, the double wubble. All right, these guys, oh, no, double, 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 double. Thank you, Ayrton. All right, oh, no, more trouble for Austin. That double, double just destroyed him. That is drone drivers. You're going to race them till you hear your name done. Race them till you hear your name done.
Ramen done. Mers done.
Mers, you're done. Chase, you're done.
Four-wheel only done. Big Raymond done.
Levi, you're done. Chris Raymond, you're
Jeff
done.
Benny done. The mascot done.
Jeff, you're done. Austin, you're done. Waiting on two, waiting on
Chris
two, waiting on two.
Rossellas done.
Chris Rossellas, you're done. Waiting on one.
Connor Esbeck done.
And that is a race. Great race drivers. Man, every time I just love watching these guys race, man. They are so fast, so clean. Great opportunity to take some notes, right, guys? All right. No time for notes. We got a race. Great race drivers. Levi Raymond's going to take this one, 17-5-12. Going into the mains, it's going to be
Up
Levi,
next,
Connor,
race number 3.
and a bunch of other guys. I didn't get to see what happened. But Levi, great job. We're going to need all you guys to come off, put your cars down, come back onto the track and find a spot to marshal. Up next is race number 3, 17-5. Intermediate two-wheel buggy. Jasper, Matt, Oscar, Ryan, and Jeff. You guys are up next. Come up onto the driver's stand and wait. Check them in. Nice, man. I'm up.
Jasper Seidel. Ryan Palmer. Oscar Ramirez. Matthew Krolik. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. DPI drummer. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, looks like no more lap. Track is closed. Looking for Jeff.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, so your heat sheets are on liverc.com. They're also printed up here on the timing and scoring tower. No
Jeffrey Lefevre.
no reason for you not to know when your race is. Running order: Jasper, Matthew, Oscar, Toby, Ryan, and Jeff. Turn marshals look alive. We got Jasper, Matthew, Oscar, Toby, Ryan, and Jeff. So Jasper Seidel, your first round, 16-5-15. He's in this race. That's the time you got to beat, and you got to beat him. Or he's got to beat himself, one or the other. It's like Matthew with a 19.8 first lap. Early on, we have Oscar Ramirez out in front. He's on a TQ pace. Matthew Krolik is in that 2. Ryan Palmer, he's showing up. He's in that 3 right now. Jasper, Jeff, and Toby are running order from top to bottom. So Oscar by the line again, holding on that TQ pace, 16.512. Matthew, 16.516. Palmer, 15.503. Jasper, a 503 as well. Toby, a 15.517. And Jeff comes by 15.515. Jasper 19.1 that time by. Oscar 18.9 that time by. He's going to be the only one in the 18s right now. Oscar got to hold it together for about 3 more minutes, though. Jasper putting down an 18.9. Not quite as fast as Oscar's, but 18.9 nonetheless. Jasper going to move up to that. Uh-oh. Sounds like Jeff having some gearing problems. I would definitely park that one. So Oscar 1.4 ahead of Jasper. Oscar still on that TQ pace. Matthew's at 3. He's 3 seconds off of them. Another 4 seconds back to Palmer. Oh, that was Jasper upside down. That's going to give Oscar a little more breathing room, as it was 0.6 of a second, but no more. Jasper and Palmer getting together again right in
2
front of your
minutes
leader.
left.
Oh, upside down goes Oscar. He's going to hold on to the lead, but fall off that TQ pace. Matthew moves up to that number 2. Costing that double-double. Jasper and Palmer beating each other up over there. So Oscar with a 0.5 second lead now on Matthew. Oscar have to keep it clean and run some good laps to get back on that TQ pace. Still 0.7 of a second between Oscar and Matthew. Close up to their flopping spots as they come by the line. 1 minute left to go.
1 minute left.
Matthew and Jasper flirting with that wall in the 6-pack. Ooh, caution in the berm is clear. Oh, that was Oscar again. I told Oscar to keep it clean, and he didn't listen. 40 seconds to go. Let's see, Matthews by the line. He's going to take over that lead by 0.6 of a second with 30 seconds left to go. So Matthew, your new leader. Not on a TQ pace, though. Oscar up on 2 wheels again. So right now, nobody's going to change positions from the first round. Toby's going faster. Matthew is going faster. Oscar's going faster. Oscar and Matthew, not only are they battling on the track, but they are battling for the starting grid now. That is time on the master clock drivers. Keep going till you hear your name done.
Jasper Seidel done.
Jasper, you are done. Please do not compete.
Oscar Ramirez done.
And Oscar's done, so the other 4 will be done when they cross the line. So we got 4 cars still going. Actually, 3 cars. So we'll be waiting on Palmer.
DPI Drummer done. Matthew Krolik
And
done.
that is a race.
Ryan
Matthew
Palmer
Krolik going to take your win, 16.522. No new TQ. Oscar Ramirez, Jasper Seidel. It'll be Jasper, Matthew, and Oscar leading you out in your A main. Nice job, drivers. Let's shut them down, put them down, get back out there to turn marshal. I got 6 cones. I had 6 drivers, so they should all be covered.
Up next, race number 4.
Expert 4-wheel buggy. Check them in.
Carl Labrador. Jeff Benny. One minute to the start of the race. Connor Esbeck. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jimmy Wright.
Looking for Mers. And Jasper. There's Jasper.
Jasper Seidel.
Mers, Jasper was back to back and he got up there before you.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's see, I got Jeff, I got Oscar, I got Palmer. Oh, I need a volunteer for Jasper. Jasper is back to back, so I do need one volunteer. Well, you can't marshal from over there.
15 seconds to the start
We
of
got
the race.
Tom's out there, you're good.
Mers.
Well, Jasper might crash over there, so you might want to stay there.
Less than 5.
We're good, we're good. We're good. And no more lap track is closed. Thank you, Tom. Oh, Jimmy. I saw that. I might have to adopt that into my in my laps right there. That's like steeplechase without moving the pipe. Running order: Jimmy, Jeff, Mers, Jasper, Connor, Carl. What happened, Carl? How'd you get in last? Turn marshals, look alive. We got Jimmy, Jeff, Mers, Jasper, Connor, and Carl. All right, Jimmy Wright leading us out. First round, 17.506. So you got to beat him and top that if you want to sit on that top spot. It's like first hot lap going to go to Jimmy at 17.8. Remember, cars on their wheels have the right of way. When you crash, just don't pull out of the traffic. You wouldn't do that out on the freeway. Well, Jasper might, but that crazy kid, he will. He's a silly rabbit. So we got Jimmy, Jeff, and Carl, your top three on a TQ run. Connor, Mers, and Jasper. Jeff Benny with a 17.4 hot lap of the race. It is 0.6 of a second between first and third right now, with Jeff leading the way. Connor move up into that number 4. Now Jimmy and Jeff both flip-flop at that top spot. Jimmy rolls it over. That's going to help out Jeff, but it hurts Jasper as he ran into that upside-down Schumacher. Let's see what we got in here. Carl's running a Techno. Jimmy's running that new Schumacher. I believe everybody else is running Associated. So still pretty diverse class of chassis out here. We have a new leader. He started last, but now he's first, Carl Labrador. With a 1 second lead on Jimmy. With 2:20 left to go. Carl and Jimmy, top two, still on a TQ run. Caution, get on this straightaway. Oh, who's that? On the wheels, Jasper. It's faster that way, I promise you. Merge up to that number 3, Connor, Jeff, and Jasper. So what happened to Jeff? A couple little rough laps in there.
2 minutes left.
Jimmy with some two-wheel rolling in that sweeper. Oh, Jeff, can't do that. Missed it by that much. Ooh, caution, get on the straightaway, middle of the straightaway, go high or low, go high or low, high or low on the straightaway. Straightaway, straightaway. And clear. Thank you, Toby. Good heads up. That's the way we like to see it. That's one way to do it, Mers. I would have kept going the other way. Minute 10 to go. Carl still out in front by 1.3 over Jimmy. They're both still on TQ run. Oh no, Carl.
1 minute left.
Ooh. So Carl on that TQ run coming down the straightaway. He's actually going to fall off the TQ pace and fall out of the lead, putting Jimmy right back up front. Jimmy is on a TQ pace. Carl is not, and they're separated by 0.08 of a second. Oh. Somehow Carl got through that mess. But still cost him valuable time with 25 seconds left to go. Caution at the straightaway, going to go low and clear. 10 seconds left to go for Jimmy and Carl. Merge your top three. Looks like Jimmy going to lock up that TQ though. That is time on the master clock. Drivers, keep going till you hear your name done.
Jimmy Wright done. Jeff Benny done. Connor Especk done.
That is a race.
Mers done. Carl
Jimmy
Lavender
Wright,
done.
17.505.
done.
New TQ, followed by Carl and Mers. So it will be Jimmy, Carl, and Jeff Bennett leading you out in your A main. Nice job, driver. Let's shut them down, put them down, get back out there to turn marshal. I do need all 6 of you. Race number
Up
5.
next, race number 5.
Intermediate four-wheel buggy. Gripping and ripping coming up next. I don't know, there's a button. Where? And he has the radio.
Yeah, I know that part, but we're trying to figure out how.
Wait. I don't know, you ought.
Chuck Gordon.
Oh, that's different.
Expected by Monday.
Yeah, but usually it says the next day. But let's see what it's been saying, though. What? Nope, I don't know.
Anthony Incroci. Pipe jumper.
Oh, he didn't help you out. I don't know about that. Well, it's Friday, so I don't know what that means. Because they're always at 4:15 to 7:15. But it still says on the way in Kentucky.
1 minute to the start of the race. DPI drummer.
Wow, where is everybody? This time's almost up, and most guys aren't checked
Oscar
in yet.
Ramirez. Max DeMoss. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
No Brad? Did he leave?
30 seconds to the start of the
Looking
race.
for Matthew to check in. We're going to shut her down. No more lap. Track is closed. No more laps. That means you, Jeremy.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Last call for Matthew to cross the line.
Matthew Krolik.
Ooh. Almost ran out of time there, Matt.
Less than 5.
We're in order. Matt, Oscar, Max, Toby, Jeremy, Chuck, and Anthony. Turn marshals, look alive. We have Matthew, Oscar, Max, Toby, Jeremy, Chuck, Anthony. All right, we are underway. Matthew Krolek, your first round TQ. He put down a 16.506. Let's see in this one. First lap. Going to belong to Oscar. 18.7. Oscar coming out swinging. Needs redemption after that 2-0 race. Go ahead and go. Thank you for waiting. Perfect sportsmanship. Remember, drivers, you are all on your own clock. Faster driver comes up on you. Give me a little bit of room. It makes it faster and funner for everybody. Oh, Jeff behind you. All right. So Oscar going to check by as your early leader. Toby George up in that number 2 there, both on a TQ run. Max, nope, never mind. Oscar's the only one now on a TQ run. It's Oscar, Max, Jeremy, Toby, Matthew, Anthony, and Chuck. Get through that before they come by the line and change it all over again. Ooh. So Oscar 17.514 pace. He's flying. Easy, guys. You're all on your own clock. No need to go whacking each other. Toby going to get the worst of that one. He's going to fall a long ways down. Well, only one spot, but that one spot is behind Jeremy now. Ooh, Carl, fancy footwork. So Oscar 17.516, Max 16.519, Jeremy 15.5 flat, Toby 15.512, Matthew 15.16, Anthony 14.14, and Chuck 14.20 with 1:55 to go. Easy, guys. This ain't the mains yet. Caution under the driver's stand. 1:35 to go. Race 6 is next, the all-important truck class. 4-wheel short course. Featuring Fred Dog. Caution in the berm and clear.
1 minute left.
You heard him, you got a minute to go. Oscar by the line, still on TQ pace, still on a 17 lapper. Brad, you're in this race. Wow, lap 13. Max puts down an 18.4, his hot lap of the race. Matthew puts down an 18.6, his lap of the race on lap 13. But we're down to 20 seconds. Thank you, Mers. Good battle now between Jeremy and Toby. Jeremy is on the box. Toby wants it. That is time on the master clock driver. Keep going till you hear your name
Matthew
done.
Krolik done.
Matthew,
Oscar
you are
Ramirez
done.
done.
Oscar done with the new TQ.
DPI drummer done. Pipe jumper done.
Toby's
Anthony
going to
and Crotchy
outduel
done.
Jeremy. Wait on Max and Chuck.
Max DeMoss done.
And that is a race.
Chuck Gordon
Oscar
done.
Ramirez at 16.502. New TQ, followed by Max and Toby. It'll be Oscar, Matthew, and Max leading you on your A main. Nice job, drivers. Let's shut them down, put them down, get back out there to turn marshal. Last race of qualifying. Truck class.
Up next,
Coming at
race
you
number
next.
6.
Toby. There was 7 in that race, so.
All right, all right. That was intense. All right, Ryan Palmer, Fred, Jasper, Rick, and Jeremy, or actually Austin and Jeremy. We're going to need you guys up to the driver's stand and wait to check them in, or check them in actually
Field
right
agent.
now. What the heck, why not?
You're going to
All right, we're
get
going to
it.
need all our racers out from
Ryan
that last
Palmer.
race. We're going to need Chuck, Anthony, Matt, Max,
1 minute
Oscar,
to the start of the race.
and we're going to need one volunteer. Oh my gosh, are we going to need one volunteer? Really? Is that for real? No, we shouldn't. We're going to need Chuck. Yeah, we're going to need one volunteer. We're going to need one volunteer. We
45
got all
seconds
our
to the
drivers.
start
We
of
got
the
Ayrton
race.
out there. That is our volunteer.
jumper.
All right. So we're going to need
Jasper
Chuck.
Seidel.
We're going to need Anthony, Matthew, Max, and Oscar.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
And that'll do it. Oh, got it. All right. So we're going to need one volunteer. We're going to need one volunteer. That's it. We're going to need one volunteer, guys. One more volunteer. There he is right there. Santiago, thank you so much, sir. Super
15
appreciate it.
seconds to the start of the
All
race.
right. Race number 6. Last race of qualifying. Can you believe it? It's already flying by. Oh, my gosh. Austin broke my
Less than
car.
5.
No, he didn't. All right. Chill out. All right. Everyone calm down. All right. Is he checked in? He is checked in. All right, cool. Race order on this one is going to be Ryan Palmer, Fred Fuerte in the 2, followed by Jasper, Rick, and Jeremy. All right, Jeremy broke. I get that. Rick started out this race. Austin took over in the first round of qualifying. I bet that's going to change quick. I think Austin got the fast lap of the race, 18 flat in the first round of qualifying. That's pretty fast. I think he is our ringer. It's broke. You idiot. You broke my car. Are you serious? Okay. All right. No worries. All right. We'll see if we can get that fixed for you, Austin, at some point. All right. Jeremy, great job smashing into that pipe. All right. We got all our marshals ready, and we got all our drivers ready. Once again, race order on this one is going to be Ryan, Fred, Jasper, and Jeremy. All right. We got Ryan only on the tone. Fred, Jasper, and Jeremy. All right, this is what we've all been waiting for. Short course action, open four-wheel short course truck. Hopefully Austin can get back on the track. It looks like he's back on the track and moving. That is great news. He's only one lap behind. I bet he can make up that lap, no problem. Guarantee he's going to get in front of somebody after the end of this race. Nope. Damn it. I don't know. It was probably broken before you got it, Austin. Man, you were in the lead. You were there. You were right there, man. Connor's like, things totaled. All right, Jasper's going nowhere, ripping through the triple like that. He is in that number 1 spot, actually. All right. Just keep an eye on Jasper as he flies through the line. Jasper now dropping down to that number 3 spot. Fred up to the 1. Ryan to the 2. Jasper to the 3. Jasper, he's going to soar through that triple section, through that infield short straight, through the double-double. Jasper into the rhythm, and hugging the pipe all the way through that outside section of the track. Down the line he goes. Jasper still in that number 3 spot. Fred Fuerte, 16.5.15. Ryan Palmer put down a 15.5.06. Fred Fuerte is crushing that as he crosses the line. 16.5.12. He's adding on to that crusher fast pace. 16.5 lapper, only one on it. Ryan Palmer in that number 2. Oh, man. Ryan Palmer is making Aiden Spencer's ears itch with all those crashing that is going down on that car. Ryan Palmer crossed the line. Ryan Palmer in that number 2 spot. He's going to drop down to number 3, actually. Jasper and Ryan battling out for that number 2 spot. Just 1 second between the two of them. Ryan Palmer getting a hold of that short course truck action vibe. He's loving it. You could tell he liked it in the first qualifier, and he's flying, making up pace in the second qualifier. Going to get all sorts of sideways all over the track, as a matter of fact. Why not just down the line? All over. He's going to send it over the triple, through that short straight, through the double-double. Ryan Palmer in that Aiden Spencer vehicle. That thing is dialed. If there was any car I would want to borrow, it would definitely be that one with 2.5 down and 2.5 to go. Fred Fuerte in that number 1 spot, 16.5.07. Good enough for an overall TQ pace. What's going on with it? Your stock cap is completely straight. Oh, no, in the front or the back? Rear.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, all the oil came off. I tried hand screwing it back on. You can hand screw it and just drive it dry if you want.
I couldn't drive it with dry.
It probably blew already. And
Yeah,
it's
I'm guessing.
You want to fix it or screw it on at least and try to run it in the main? You're more than welcome to do that.
What oil do you normally run in the rear?
35. I got 35 on my table too. You can do it, or you can run it dry, whatever you want, man. Whatever you want to do. That's your car for the night. All right, 3.5 down and 1.5. Huge minutes to go. Jasper Sedale's going to get it wrong on the end of the straight. Oh, man. Fred Fuerte is hot on his tail. Seidel is going to do the right thing and let the faster driver go. Fred Fuerte is his name, 16.5.10. He's got a fast lap of the race. Everyone's got
1
a
minute
fast
left.
lap. Jeremy's got a 15.9 fast lap of the race. Rick Riley's got a 10.7 fast lap of the race. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought we kind of fixed the live RC. Fred Fuerte, though, with probably the most legal fast lap of the race. 18.5 with 40 seconds to go. Fred Fuerte in that number 1 spot. Jeremy Smith up to the 2. Ryan Palmer to the 3. Jasper to the 4. Jeremy Smith's got 3 seconds on Ryan, and that is exactly what he did when he got a 15.9, is gained 30 seconds. So with that, I think I smell something suspicious. That is a tone, drivers. That is a tone. Race him to the line. Race him to the line. Or race him to hear your name, rather. Track is live. Track is live. Track is live. Everyone is live. Everyone is
Ryan
live.
Palmer done. Pipe jumper done.
Ryan,
You're
Fred,
going to get
Jeremy,
it
you're
done.
done. Waiting on Jasper. Waiting on Jasper. Waiting on one more. Waiting on one more.
Jasper Seidel done.
Jasper Seidel, you are done as well. Great race, drivers. Great race. Fred Fuerte is going to take this one. Fred Fuerte, 16.5.07. He dominated his overall fast qualifying speed or whatever on the first round. Fred Fuerte is going to take it, followed by Ryan, Jasper, Jeremy dropping all the way down to the 4 in the last 2 laps. What happened there? Jeremy Smith, he was running super smooth. All right.
You know you need a DQ then, right?
No, what happened?
He went from there to there. In
Did he
5
jump the pipe?
laps. He was jumping the track.
Every time? That's all right. He's where he's supposed to be last. All right, that was super fun. We banged it out, man. Banged out the qualifiers. Whew. That was fun. I even got to race. We all raced. Man, we are fast. Man, I am so fast. I mean, who's faster than me? Not many people, man. I am crushing it tonight. All right. We got mains coming up. We're going to set up the mains right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that. What the heck? I'll set them up right now, and race order is probably going to be the exact same thing. I guarantee it's going to be the same thing. We're going to start off with 17.5 Sportsman two-wheel buggy. You guys are going to be first. We're going to need all our racers from race number 6. That last race you guys just raced. I know how stoked you are. Open four-wheel short course truck. You're going back to the pits. You're probably being like, man, I'm so awesome. I'm so great. But, hey, man, put the helmet back on and get ready to race. We are going racing in about 15 minutes. We're taking a 15-minute break. What time is it? 8:59. Yep, we'll take a 15-minute break while we get these heats set up or these mains set up. We are going racing soon. A main action coming up, coming your way.
Up next, race number 1.
it's disgusting how much water we put down. I mean, we shower the living shit out of it.
You know, if I go around slow,
Yeah.
like if I say I was gonna run a 19-second
So,
lap,
so watch. I mean, watch how much. I mean, we drench it. Like, I mean, it's taking a lot of water. And what happens? It puddles and it. I mean, that's a lot of water coming out. Believe it or not, it's a lot. Where compared to
5 minutes to the start of the race.
I mean, it's that we're soaking it, and that's a lot of water sitting on it. I mean, it takes it, but what I would like to do is put this much water in, but over 3 or 4 periods.
Brad feel like it's bad right now, or does he seem like it's okay?
Hold on.
Four minutes to the start of the race. Randy Smith. Three minutes to the start of the race.
All right, up first, 17.5, Sportsman 2-Wheel Buggy. You guys can start checking them in. Ayrton, Rick, Randy, Anthony, and Santiago. You can come up onto the driver's stand and start checking them in. We're going to need all our racers from race number 6. We're going to need Ryan Palmer. We're going to need Fred, Jeremy, Jasper, and we're going to need 2 volunteers, guys. Gosh darn it,
minutes
we're
to
going to
the
need
start
2
of the race.
volunteers to get this one started. You know it. You know the drill. You know how it goes down. Every time we race here, we need volunteers. Nothing new, nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary, guys. We're going to need some volunteers
DeMoss.
to start this one off. We're going to need
Santiago Oviedo.
2 volunteers, guys. We're going to need 2 volunteers. We got Aaron, Randy, and Santiago checking them in right now. We got Rick and Anthony coming up onto the driver's stand as we speak.
Anthony and Crotchy.
We got Rick. We got Jasper. We got Connor coming out there. What's Connor doing here? Connor's volunteering. Check that out, man. Connor is the man. It's either Connor or Tom. One of those guys are killing it every time when I need a marshal.
You guys put mains up?
Yeah.
Not here though.
Oh.
No, nobody printed them out.
Oh, I didn't print them out.
Yeah, nobody knows what. I should have. Yeah, please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
They're asking if it's the same running order.
All right. Race order is the same going into the mains. We got race. We're printing up the race sheets right now.
45
You guys can
seconds to
check
the start
live
of the
RC
race.
to check out where you guys are. It's not the same?
You didn't use
It's the same, dude. It's the same. That's what I'm asking. I don't know. It's the same, dude. Everything's the same. I just didn't print them out. Yeah, print them out. It's printing it right now.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, thanks.
I'll do this. Go ahead.
All right. We got the heat
15
sheets being
seconds
printed
to the
out right
start of
now.
the
If you
race.
guys don't know, you can go on Live RC and see what the race order is. Ayrton, Randy, Anthony, and Santiago. Thank you.
Less than 5.
All right, we're going to need all our racers from that last race. All right, no more laps. All right, so we're going to need a bunch of marshals, guys. We need some volunteers. Stat. We need Ryan Palmer. We need Jeremy. We've got Fred and Jasper. And 2 volunteers. There's Ryan. Thank you so much. All right. Jeremy Smith. Jeremy. Come out and marshal. I need a marshal. I don't need you to race, bro. Yeah, he's going home. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. We are going to need one more volunteer, guys. One more volunteer. 2 more volunteers. All right. We're going to need one more volunteer, guys. One more volunteer. Who's it going to be? Tom and Connor, both coming out to marshal. All right. I appreciate it. A race order on this one is going to be Ayrton, followed by Randy on the 2. Randy, why don't you move up to the 2, sir? Randy, yep, there you go. Move up to the 2. Anthony, you can move up to the 3. And Santiago up to the 4. We are racing A mains. All right, this is the highlight of the night. This is my favorite part of the night. Got the qualifiers out of the way. All right. All right, thanks, guys, for marshaling. I really appreciate this. We're going to bang these things out. All right. We got all our marshals ready, and we got all our drivers ready. We got Ayrton Randy and Anthony and Santiago going heads up racing on the tone. All right, Ayrton. Oh, Randy's going to get it all sorts of wrong. All that hard work, working his way up to that 3rd spot. And he's going to drop all the way down to the 4. Oh, man, devastating news for Randy. But we got plenty of time in this one. We got Ayrton cross the line. Followed by him is Anthony in the 2. All right, Anthony within 1 lap. Anthony from the 4 all the way up to the 2. Randy in that. Santiago in the 3 and Randy in the 4. All right. All right, these guys are totally spaced out. And when I say that, I don't mean Space Jams, that 90s movie with Michael Jordan. I mean, this isn't much of a race. I should start these guys over again and have them try it again to get these guys a little bit closer. But I don't think Ayrton wants that because Ayrton's in that number 1 spot. Ayrton in the lead. He's got 3.3 seconds on Anthony, followed by Randy in the 3. Oh, no, careful. Ayrton in the 1, Anthony in the 2, Randy in the 3, and Santiago in that 4th spot. Looked like Randy got into all sorts of trouble on the straight. He's gonna let Anthony get in front of him. So now the race for number 2 is what we're gonna be focusing in on. Anthony through that short straight center section. Randy through the infield short straight section. Anthony down the line. Randy down the line. Separation, 2.3 seconds. That is your race for number 2. Ayrton, meanwhile, up top in that number 1. He's got 5.4 seconds on Anthony with 2.5 down and 2.5 to go. Ayrton in the 1, Anthony in the 2, Randy in the 3. Where is Randy? Oh, man, Randy. Oh, he's right there on Anthony. There he is. Anthony in the 2. Randy picking up all sorts of pace. The gap was 2.8. Now it's just 0.8 of a second. Whoa, bam. Anthony's going to take it all wrong. Oh, Randy's going to get it all wrong, too. Oh, Randy's going to get clipped by Laptor Santiago. Not Santiago's fault, but nonetheless, that is only going to cause havoc for Randy trying to get up to that number 1 spot with 2 minutes down, 3 minutes down, and 2 minutes to go. Ayrton in the number 1, crossing the line. Man, he had 11.1 seconds on Anthony. Let's see what it is as Anthony crosses the line. 8.6. All right. That is a lot of time to make up for Anthony. I don't know if he's going to make it happen with Ayrton across the line one more time through that infield double, through the triple. Ayrton's going to double single it through that infield short straight, through the double. Nice and clean. Ayrton, that last U-turn. Watch the rhythm section. Rhythm. And down the line he goes. Santiago, that is your first place. Thank you, sir. All right. Santiago knows what time it is. It was time to let Ayrton go because he's in that number 1 spot. And he's just dominating this one. 10 seconds on number 2. 4 minutes down, 1 minute to go. Randy and Anthony, meanwhile, still battling for that 2 and 3. Randy in that number 2 spot. Anthony in the 3. Randy's going to get it a little squirrely on approaching the short straight through the double, nice and clean. Anthony through the double, nice and clean. Through the rhythm section, they're both going to hammer it. Down the line they go. The gap was 1.8 seconds. Now it's 1.5. All right, with 30 seconds to go, Anthony and Randy, you guys are 3 and 2, or Randy and Anthony, you're 2 and 3. You guys are going to get one more lap. This right here is going to be your last lap for Randy and Anthony. Anthony's got to make a move. He's going to jump a pipe, try to gain a couple seconds. The gap was 2.3. It's 1.6 across the line right now. Randy's just got to keep it clean. As the tone sounds, guys, you're going to race him to the line.
Santiago
Randy's got one more corner to go, and across the line. Randy's going to take that number 2 spot. Anthony's going to grab the 3. Ayrton's on a victory lap. Where's Ayrton? Ayrton's just going to take his time, man. He's got plenty of time. Santiago's done. He's going to wrap up that number 4 spot. Waiting on one more. As Ayrton, one more time, down the line he goes. Ayrton's going to take this one home. Ayrton's going to win this one, followed by Randy, Anthony, and Santiago. Great race, drivers. Great race. Pull them off and come right back up onto the track and find a spot to marshal. We're going to need 2 volunteer marshals, guys. We're going to need 2 volunteer marshals. Connor, what's up? All right. If anyone lost
Up next, race number 2.
fan mount that is attached to a fan, it's Ayrton. There you go, brother. All right. Connor, thanks for volunteer marshaling. Tom, thanks for volunteer marshaling. We are going to need 2 volunteers for this one. We're going to need all our drivers back from that last race. Anthony, Ayrton, Randy, and Santiago. And then we're going to need 2 volunteers, guys. We're going to need 2 volunteers to get this one, this second A main started. 17.5 Expert 2-wheel buggy. Guys, this is the one. Levi, Chase, Connor, Austin, Jeff, Chris Rosales, and Mers. Wow, I kind of was expecting to look up and see you guys all there, but no one's there. All right. Wait a minute, that's not right. All right, that's right, guys. Thank you. Race number 2, 17.5 intermediate 2-wheel buggy. Jasper, Matthew, Oscar, Ryan, and Jeff, you guys are up next. Wasn't expecting that.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Once again, we're going to need all our marshals out from that last race. We're going to need Ayrton, Randy, Anthony, and Santiago. We're also going to need Rick, if you're around, actually. Up next is Jasper, Matthew, Oscar, Ryan, and Jeffrey.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
You guys can start checking them in. Hey, Scott. I'm up now. Rick around? I don't know.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I really don't care about the other races. I just want to race this one.
Less than 5.
Thanks, Obi.
Jasper Seidel.
All right, start checking them in, checking them in, checking them in. Jasper, Matthew, Oscar, Ryan, and Jeffrey. If you want to, I'll mark it.
I thought you were driving.
I mean, I'm driving, but
I got it. I don't mind. It's just can't have him tell me one thing and then not do the other. All right, guys. Oscar, Toby, Ryan, Jeff. Check them in. I do need 2 volunteers, guys. 2 volunteers. 2 volunteers.
Oscar Ramirez.
And Rick Riley, if you're
Ryan Palmer.
around, if you were in this race. All right, guys, like usual, if you're in the race, and even if you don't race, guys, if you sign up, we still need you as a marshal. So, Rick, if you're in here, I can use you as a marshal. I need 2 volunteers, guys. 2 volunteers. We'll get this thing going. So this is another reason why we don't let people run a lot of classes
Jeffrey
when we're
Lefevre.
low, guys. This is one reason, is marshal issues. One more volunteer, guys. One more volunteer, please. Let's go ahead and shut down the track. We're going to put Jasper on the 1, or excuse me, Jasper is going to be 1, Matt 2, Oscar, Toby, Ryan, and Jeff. Toby, I need you to cross the line.
DPI drummer.
Guys, it's just, yeah, so Jasper on the 1, Matt on the 2, Oscar on the 3, Toby on the 4, Ryan on the 5, and Jeff on the 6. And 1 more volunteer. Thank you, Tom. Frustrating. I'm not worried about him. No? All right, guys. All right, let's see. Grid is set. Marshals look alive. Racers, this is your intermediate 2-wheel drive buggy. We're going racing, keeping it clean, guys, on the sound of the tone. All right, Jasper RTQ leading us out in the purple car. Nice and clean, boys. Take it nice and easy. We got a 5-minute race. All right, nice clean start. Jasper leading them through the double-double here. There we go, racing like true racers. Toby and Ryan get into it there. Remember, racers, the guy in front of you has the line. If you can't make it through it, just stay behind him. You got a long 4 minutes to go, guys. Don't have to be aggressive. You do have to follow the guy behind him, though, or in front of you, whether you like it or not. All right, we got a new leader. We got all 3 coming down the line. Matt, Oscar, Jasper. Jasper going to try to go 2 inside. Going to lose some valuable time there. Going to drop down, lose out 4 or 5 seconds there as Matt and Oscar going through it. Oscar doing it right, just kind of hanging out. He knows he doesn't have to get too aggressive. He's just going to hang out behind, let the guy make a mistake as he's right back on his tail. That's how quick it happens. So Matt and Oscar going through the double into the triple, double single each. Matt in the white and purple, Oscar in the all yellow. Jasper trying to catch up slowly but surely. Ryan not too far behind as he gets the double-double wrong. And Toby hanging out. We got 145 down, 3:15 to go. Matt getting a little bit of breathing room from Oscar. They're separated by about 1.5 coming down the line. Matt throwing down a 19.4, Oscar 19.7. Thank you, Santiago. Matt, Oscar, Jacob coming down. or excuse me, Jasper. All right, keep it clean. Keep it clean. Matt and Oscar ran 4 laps perfectly. Keep it clean, guys. You got to bite your time. Oh, Oscar's going to get it wrong, going to hit that pipe. And that's what I mean, guys. You give him a little bit of time. That's it. Didn't have to do anything, and he went up 1 spot. Oscar down 1 and Jasper up. Excuse me, Oscar down 1, Jasper up 1. 1 and 2 coming down. Oscar not too far behind, still in this mix. We're 140 to go, 140 to go. Matt keeping it nice and clean. Jasper right behind him, staying about 2 feet off. That's about perfect. That way he doesn't get collected if anything happens. Oh, Jasper going to slightly get it wrong. Here comes Oscar, so we got another battle. This is where your nerves come in. Matt gets a little sigh of relief here as he's got about 1.5 seconds, a little bit of pressure coming off of him. Matt coming through the whoops down the line. He's in that purple and white. Jasper in the all purple. Oscar in the all yellow. Separation 1.25 each position. What's going to happen? 1 minute to go. Matt keeping it clean for the last 4 minutes, doing a fine job turning that 2-wheel buggy through every corner. Down the line, 0.8 seconds. Jasper making up about 0.5 second right there. Oh, he's going to go a little too far inside. DeMoss there to get him. Oh, he's going to get stuck on the pipe again. He's going to hold on to that 3rd spot. Here comes Ryan Palmer. 30 seconds to go. Matt is getting a sigh of relief. Matt Krolik might take this one. A couple more seconds here. 21 seconds. They're going to get through this lap and one more. Toby, you got 1 and 2 coming up on your Toby. Thank you, sir. And the yellow cart. They're going to get through for one more. 9 seconds. Here we go. 1 and 2 coming down the line. That is your tone, guys. Run them to the line. Good race,
Ryan
all
Palmer
3 of
done.
these guys.
Jasper
Matt's
Seidel
going to
done.
get the double wrong. So does Oscar. Couple more turns. Run them to the line, guys. And that
Matthew Krolik done.
is your
Oscar
race.
Ramirez
Good job, Matt, Oscar,
drummer
and
done.
Jasper, and Ryan. Good job. Good race, boys. Matt going to take the win with a 98%, 19.6 average lap, 19.29. So he's probably looking at a high 98%. Good job, Matt. Woot, woot. We
Up
used to
next,
pride ourselves
race
back in
number
the day
3.
on 98%. So good job, Matt. All right, guys, go ahead, put your cars down, come straight back out to Marshall. Up next, expert 2-wheel drive. So Jasper, Matt, Oscar, Ryan, and Jeff out to Marshall. I need 1 volunteer for Toby, guys. 1 volunteer for Toby. And Toby, if I get you back up here.
Jeff Benny.
Go ahead, check him in. I do want to thank
mascot.
Tom and everybody else who
Robin.
volunteered. Thank you, guys.
Dick Raymond. 4-wheel only. Chris Rossellas. Connor Esbeck. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, that was awesome, but I lost. What are you going to do?
45
Hey,
seconds to
that's
the start
racing,
of the
right?
race.
Super fun, though, anyway. Just stoked to be here, right? All right, 17.5 Expert 2-wheel buggy going down right now. This is one of the races to watch. All right, no
30
more laps, no
seconds
more
to the
laps, no
start
more
of the
laps. We're going to
race.
need all our marshals out from that last race. We're going to need all our racers out from that last race. That's right. We're going to need Ayrton. No, we're not. We're going to need Jasper, Matthew,
15 seconds to
Oscar,
the start of the race.
Ryan, Jeff right there. Got you. And one volunteer. Perfect. We got Tom. All right. Awesome, guys. We got all our
Less than 5.
marshals ready. We got everyone checked in as well. Race order. This one's going to be Levi, Connor, Chris Rosales, Chris Raymond, Chase Raymond, Jeff, Mers, and Austin. Wow, you guys are on it, and I'm not. All right, we got all our marshals ready, and we got all our drivers ready. We are going heads up racing on the sound of the tone. Levi Raymond's going to lead us off in this one. Connor right behind him, followed by Chris Rosales in the 3. 1, 2, 3, and who else we got? We got Chris Raymond and Chase Raymond in tow as well. Jeff Benny, Mers, and Austin. Wow, all these guys are just heck fire fast, right? Oh, my goodness. Levi starting to gap out on Connor just a little bit. Chris Raymond keeping tabs on Connor. Oh, man, crazy hectic, all sorts of kabash wallops in the beginning of the double before the triple. All right, it kind of works its way out. Austin's going to gain a spot on Mers. Levi's going to cross the line. Connor, Chris Raymond, Mers, Chase, Jeff, and Austin. All right, Mers from the 7 to the 5 with 1 minute down and 4 minutes to go. Levi Raymond's crossing the line. He's going to get it all sorts of wrong. Go low at the end of the straight. Connor does not have enough time to catch up to take heed of that go low on the straight. But nonetheless, he is going to get that much closer to Levi. Levi in that number 1, followed by Connor in the 2. Chris Rosales in the 3 still. 1, 2, and 3. Checking out. Gone. I'm racing next race, but I'll bail on that.
Race the next race?
Well, I mean, I'm supposed to, but
Okay, that's
I
what
won't.
I'm asking you. If you don't have to, I prefer if you would just announce it. I got to watch the shop.
You're fine, dude. You're
Okay.
good. You're good. I won't.
Unless
All
you
right.
wanna race it.
You're fine, dude. I got you, bro. No, you're fine. All right. 1 minute and 50 seconds down. Levi Raymond in that number 1. He's going to cross the line. Connor in the 2. 3.9 seconds behind him. Chris Rosales right behind Connor, though. Just 0.5 of a second. That is the race. That is the race right there. Connor down the line. No, he's going to roll. Careful. Marshall. Oh, no. It's going to let Chris get a hold of number 2. Connor's going to drop down to the 3. He's got Chris Raymond all over his tail. Oh, no. Austin's going to pull over and let everyone go. All right. And he is checking out the servo on his car. All right. Austin is just pulling over. All right. Car looked good to me. That car would have worked for me exactly the way it would have worked for my other car. I would have came in last. All right. 3 minutes down and 2 minutes to go. Levi in that number 1 spot, followed by Chris Rosales. Chris Raymond now up to the
2
2.
minutes left.
Mers from the 7 all the way up to the 4. Chase Raymond in that stadium truck in the 5. Started at the 5, is at the 5. Connor Esbach from the 2 all the way down to the 6. Ouchie, ouch. Jeff Benny in that 7, and Austin pulling off. All right, let's find, oh no. Trouble with Mers and Chase. They're going to get all caught up. Connor's just going to try to throttle it out. Whoa, all sorts of chaos. Jasper's going to take care of it, settle it, and let these guys race on with 3.5 down and 1.5 to go. Levi Raymond in that number 1 spot. Chris Rosales in the 2. He's got 6 seconds on Chris Rosales. Chris Rosales got 13 seconds on Chris Raymond. Holy moly. Mers. Wait, that's not right. Levi's got 6 seconds on Chris. Chris Rosales got 6 seconds on Raymond. That's
left.
your 1, 2, and 3 with 4 minutes down and 1 minute to go. Oh, no. Jeff's going to get it all sorts of wrong on the wall against the driver's stand. He's going to race on, though. Mers, Connor, and Jeff, and Chase all battling for that number 4 spot. 40 seconds to go, drivers. 40 seconds to go. Levi, Chris Rosales, and Chris Raymond in that 1, 2, and 3. As we pick up with Levi Raymond as he goes through the rhythm section and down the line one more time. Cross the line. Levi Raymond through that infield, through the double. He's going to go through the double, single, and triple it through that infield short straight, through the double-double. One more time through the U-turn, through the rhythm section. No sweat for Levi as he crosses the line. Levi Raymond, fast lap of the race, 16.6. Just put down by Levi. Oh, my gosh. I don't even think I've ever
Jeff
seen
Benny
that
done.
before. As the tone sounds,
Big
you
Raymond
guys are going to
done.
race him to the line, race him to the line. Levi Raymond, last
Connor
lap,
Espec done.
16.6. Good Lord, that's fast.
4-wheel only done.
And he's
Ryan
done.
done.
He's going to
Chris Rossell us
turn
done.
it down to 80% and end with a 20 flat last lap. And that is a race. Great race, drivers. Whoa. How much fun was that, right? I wasn't racing, so it's a lot more fun, less stress for me. Levi's going to take it, followed by Chris Rosales, Chris Raymond in the 3, followed by Connor Chase, Jeff
Up
Mers,
next, race number 4.
and Austin. Great race drivers, great race drivers. Pull them off and come right back onto the track and find a spot to marshal. Up next is race number 4, 13.5, intermediate four-wheel buggy. Oscar, Matthew, Max, Jeremy, Brad, Chuck, and Anthony. Yo, Rick. Yo, Austin. Oh, there's Rick. Yo, Rick, can you announce this one? No? Yeah? All right, cool. I'll announce the one right after this.
Anthony Incroci. 1 minute to the start of the race. Chuck Gordon. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Max DeMoss. Matthew Krolik. 30 seconds to the start of the race. DPI Drummer. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right. We'll get Oscar checked in. Looks like I got all my marshals out here, I think. We'll start lining them up. So Oscar will be on the 1 when he gets there. Matthew on the 2, Max 3, Toby 4, Chuck 5, and Anthony on the 6.
Oscar Ramirez.
Turn marshals, look alive. Drivers, you are keeping it clean on the sound of the tone in less than 5. Caught a whole bunch of people sleeping right there. Nice inside pass right there. Makes it stick. So Oscar leads that first circle around. Toby up to that number 3. Oh, and then he stuffs a pipe. Up over the pipe. running away from Connor, going in circles. Connor steps on him. So, nice side-by-side race until that point. So Oscar and Matt start to check out. Oscar trying to pull away from Matt as they come down the straightaway. Oscar all the way out to the wall. Toby's going to come by holding on to that 3. We got Max, Anthony, and Chuck, your running order. Race number 5 coming up next. That's intermediate, Toby into the Shark Tank. Expert 4-wheel coming up next. So Toby going to go a lap down as he was way back under the driver's stand. Cheerleader up under the driver's stand. He's in that all yellow. Second place in that blue and white right there with you, Toby. So your top 2 have lapped the field. But they are separated by 3 seconds. Oscar over Matt. In less than half a race, they have lapped the field. Oh, 1 car down. Well, you didn't smoke Jeremy. You beat him, but you didn't smoke him. So we're down to 5 cars into this one. Oscar come by the line, does have the hot lap 18-1. He's got a 4-second lead. So just think, Chuck, on paper, you smoked Jeremy. So you got that going for you.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left to go. It is Oscar, Matt, and Max, your top 3. Anthony and Toby. 18.005 out of Oscar that time. Up to a 5.3 second lead. Cheerleader in that all yellow upside down. Matt's going to make up a lot of time. It was 5.3. We'll see as they come by the line right here. Lead is down to 2.5. So Matthew getting 3 seconds on that lap. Caution under the driver's stand. It is clear. Oscar trying to take this one wire to wire.
1 minute left.
With 1 minute to go. He's that all yellow buggy coming across the line into the sweeper. Through the berm turn. He's going to hit that single. Over that right side double under the driver's stand. He is going to almost triple it. Land on his wheels. Through that left side double. Through the chicane into the 6-pack he goes. Double. Cross the line. That's a lap with your leader. 19-1 that time by. 30 seconds to go, drivers. Toby works his way up to 4th. But after going to the Shark Tank, he's still a lap behind your top 3. Is that his time on the master clock? Race to the line. Oscar, you are done. Everybody else keep going. Done. Toby, you are done.
Matthew Krolik done.
We are waiting on Max and Anthony.
Max DeMoss done.
That is a race.
Anthony and Crotchy
Oscar
done.
Ramirez going to take your win wire to wire, followed by Matthew and Max. Nice job, drivers. Let's shut them down, put them down. I need all 6 of you back out here to marshal. Race number 5. It's our expert 4-wheel class.
Up next, race number 5.
We'll see. I put oil on it. Your top cap is messed up.
Jasper Seidel.
We'll see how it goes. Jasper, do you hear that noise? Those are blowers. Remember, we don't go when the blowers are going. We just started it, and you weren't here, so when the blowers are going, the cars are not. Guys blowing out the track, their ankles are more important than you getting a practice lap. Track is now live. Check them in with caution. Don't hit these guys leaving the track. Don't run over Scott. He'll get mad at you.
Mers. Jeff Benny. Carl Labrador. Jimmy Wright. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, I had 6 drivers that last race. I got 5 marshals. But we're going to line them up with Jimmy on the 1, Carl 2, Jeff on the 3, Mers 4, Connor 5, and Jasper on the 6. Let's see who is missing. I should have an Oscar. I have an Oscar. Should have a Matthew. Oh, we got everybody now. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Turn marshals. Look alive. Remember to watch your corners out the race. You turn that car around again, I'm going to throw this thing at it. Remember, Connor, Jasper, you guys can't win this race in the first turn. Jasper, I already talked to your dad. If you hit Jimmy, he's allowed to beat you up. He's that guy. He's that big guy standing next to you. See that? He's ready. Turn marshals, look alive. Drivers, keep it clean on the sound of tone. Lesson 5. There we go. Nice, smooth, easy start. Good job, guys. Pretty sure Connor's out there in like a revved up motor. He's brought in mod. Wow, tandem crash between the kids, Jasper and Connor. There you go, Connor. Now you got some clean track just to get some work in. But Jimmy Wright with Carl right behind him. Jeff Benny keeping tabs as well. So is Mers. Down here come they cross the line. Jasper and Connor rounding us out. There you go, Connor. That's what you need. Fast lap, Jeff Benny, 17.5. He's still sitting at number 3, trying to reel in Jimmy and Carl as they come down the line. 1, 2, and 3. Here comes Mers in that 4. Jasper trying to reel him in. Carl going a bit wide in that tech, though. He's got to get a good run up to get that beast over that triple. Merge with a mistake. Jasper's going to get by for the number 4. But Jimmy, Carl, and Jeff. 1.7 from first to third, so won't take much to change that order. Carl biding his time. He's just keeping tabs of Jimmy as they come by the line. 17-4 out of Jimmy. 17-1 hot lap out of the race out of Carl. There they come again through the 6-pack. Come across the line, Jimmy, Carl, and Jeff. 0.7 of a second between your top two. Jeff only 1 second off the leader. Jasper going to be holding on to that 3 with Mers not too far behind. Jasper doubling the driver's stand. Mers tripling, makes up a grip of time right there. But then Mers lands on a pipe doing a 50-50 grind. And Carl now all over the back of Jimmy under the driver's stand. Through the short chute, double into the switchback. Going to that 6-pack. Cross the line. It was 0.7. It's now 0.5. Good race up front. Jeff's still right there. Carl catches Jimmy. They get into each other. Jeff is close
2
enough.
minutes left.
With 2 minutes left to go. Jasper with a 17-3 hot lap of the race. They come by the line now. 0.7 of a second. Jimmy gets loose at the end of the straightaway. Carl to the point now. So now the roles have reversed. Carl goes from chaser to chasee. You know that's inevitable. So Carl with 0.8 of a second lead over Jimmy. So Connor, you got your leader in front of you and second place right behind you. Thank you, buddy. And then you'll have third place in that blue and yellow coming up. 1:05 to go. Carl extends his lead to a second or over Jimmy.
1 minute left.
By the line, 1.1 separating Carl and Jimmy. Well, the one on the move, though, looks to be Jeff. He's catching up 1.9 behind Jimmy, but he can see him. It's about the separation of the double-double. Carl, Jimmy, and Jeff by the line that quick. It's 2.7 between first and third, so Jeff's still there. So it's Techno, Schumacher, and AE running 1, 2, 3. By the line they go. 17-3 hot lap out of the race on Jimmy on lap 16. He's not going to make it. This could be their final lap. Jimmy's got to come up with something through this 6-pack, sending it.
Jasper Seidel done.
Carl
Labrador
coming by
done.
for the win.
Jimmy Wright
Scott
done.
is a happy
Connor
daddy.
Espec done. Jeff Benny
And we
done.
are waiting on Mers. One more to go. 1 to finish. And that's a race. Carl
Mers
Labrador
done.
taking the win, followed by Jimmy Wright and Jeff Benet, your top 3. Nice job, drivers. I need all 6 of you back out here to Marshall. Last race of the program. Short course, 4-wheel, open. And Ryan Palmer.
Up next, race number 6.
Don't forget, we do this again Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. I think next Saturday might be another round 5 of the Endless Summer Series.
Field agent.
We're checking them in. Truck
You're
race.
going to get it. Ryan Palmer.
So this is going to be a 4-truck race, so it should be actually pretty good because Jeremy's not running, so a lot less crashing going on. Oh, Jeremy already left. I'm cracking jokes. He's not in
Jasper
here.
Seidel.
Oh, that's not going to get it done, Fred Dog. Where's all my
1 minute to
marshals
the
after
start
that
of the
last
race.
race? Expert four-wheel. The only one I shouldn't have is Jasper because he's in this race. But I should have everybody else. Except Carl out here.
45 seconds to the
I
start
got my
of the
top
race.
three. I got Mers. I got Jacob out here for Jasper, so don't need my volunteer. What? That's what I said.
30 seconds to the
All
start
right, no
of
more
the
laps.
race.
Track is closed. No more laps. We're going to line them up. Fred Dog on that number 1. Ryan Spencer on that number 2.
15 seconds to the
Jasper
start of the
Seidel
race.
on that number 3. Austin George on the 4. See if that green and white truck can make it a half
Less
a lap.
than 5.
All right, so Austin, you hit the blue truck in front of you, and Ryan, you hit the orange truck in front of you, and we'll have a good start. Turn marshals, look alive, put your heads on a swivel. These guys are going live in less than 5. Away we go. Fred Dog leading us out. Ooh, Austin and Jasper get together. Jacob, pay attention to your corner, not your son. If you want a marshal, you got to watch your corner. So I knew it. That first qualifier was beginner's luck for Ryan as he ran ETQ that first round. Now he's going backwards. Jasper, though, catching up to Fred Dog. Austin starting to catch up to Ryan. Let's see. Fred Dog's only running 19, so I think he's toying with him. So Fred Dog and Jasper under the driver's stand. Ooh, Jasper having a double the driver's stand. Fred Dog by the line. Jasper 1.1 behind him. Palmer with a mistake. I'm not sure how Austin missed him. But now, oh, Jasper was just catching up to Fred Dog and then gets sideways. Oh. Hopefully that's the broken body already. Oh, I didn't see what happened, but Jasper got around Fred Dog. Does Fred Dog have a soft spot in his heart for the kids or what? Fred Dog usually the ruthless racer. Side by side down the straightaway they go. They get into each other. Oh! That puts Austin in the 3, and he made up a lot of time right there. I think Fred Dog was so high up on Jasper, he didn't count the lap. So Fred Dog's now a lap down. Better get busy, Fred Dog. We'll fix Fred Dog up over here. There we go. Put Fred Dog back in front of Austin, right behind Jasper. Going into the 6-pack. Down the straightaway they go by the line. Separation 1/10 of a second. Jasper doubles again in the driver's stand. Fred Dog triples against the inside line, but goes too wide. Oh, then Jasper with the crossover, and then Fred Dog crosses right back over. So Fred Dog back out in front by half a second.
2 minutes left.
We got 2 minutes left to go. Austin's got to make up 4 seconds to catch up to those guys. Fred Dog up on a pipe. Jasper back to the lead. Fred Dog's cutting the track. Jasper's going to hold on to the lead. There you go by the line. Austin 18-3-1-1 that time by a hot lap of the race. So, oh, Palmer, this is truck race. Oh, Jasper getting the six-pack wrong. He lost the lead and he lost second place. Now Austin all over Fred Dog in that rental ride from Toby. Looks to the inside. They bump in the air. Fred Dog going to keep going. No harm, no foul there. That was racing side-by-side action. Oh, Austin come up short on the double. Oh, looks like Austin lost a shock. That's what Fred Dog's job was.
1 minute left.
He was out there to break Toby's truck, and he did it. If you can't beat him, break him. That's Fred Dog's motto. So Austin out there running on 3 shocks. Toby out there cringing. What are you doing to my truck? Fred Dog out in front, though. Jasper holding on that 2. Austin trying to limp around in that 3. Palmer. Oh, he's only got 30 seconds. Unless Austin pulls it off, Palmer probably won't catch him. Well, unless he does that. Palmer making up a lot of time to get onto that podium. Wow, Jacob with the fumble Ruski over there. So Austin was fighting with Fred Dog for the lead. Now Austin's fighting not to get lapped. But Fred Dog's going to lap him. That is time on the master clock. Racing the line. Fred Dog out there on a victory lap.
Jasper Seidel done.
Good time to crash, Fred Dog. Crash on your victory lap.
Ryan
I
Palmer
think
done.
Austin is over there antagonizing Fred Dog. That is a race. Fred
You're going
Dog,
to get it
Jasper,
done.
and Ryan Palmer in that rental ride pulling out that number 3. Nice job, drivers. That's the end of our program. Don't forget, we'll be out here again Wednesday night. 10 minutes of open practice coming at you. I think next Saturday, I think it is, round 5 of our Endless Summer Series. Don't forget about the Halloween race, Halloween race coming up Halloween weekend. Sign up on rcsignups.com.